Hey Freedom Lovers, this is Dr. Peterson Pierre with America's Frontline Doctors bringing you today's Daily Dose. Be wary of the claim of scientific consensus. Among others, the late science fiction writer Michael Crichton explained why there is no such thing as consensus in science. Quote, I want to pause here and talk about this notion of consensus and the rise of what has been called consensus science. I regard consensus science as an extremely pernicious development that ought to be stopped cold in its tracks. Historically, the claim of consensus has been the first refuge of scoundrels. It is a way to avoid debate by claiming that the matter is already settled. Whenever you hear the consensus of scientists agrees on something or another, reach for your wallet because you're being had. Let's be clear. The work of science has nothing whatsoever to do with consensus. Consensus is the business of politics. Science, on the contrary, requires only one investigator who happens to be right, which means that he or she has results that are verifiable by reference to the real world. In science, consensus is irrelevant. What is relevant is reproducible results. The greatest scientists in history are great precisely because they broke with the consensus. There's no such thing as consensus science. If it's consensus, it isn't science. If it's science, it isn't consensus. Period. End quote. This is coming from a layperson, very profound and very accurate. Further, British economist John Kay made a similar point. Quote, consensus is a political concept, not a scientific one. Consensus finds a way through conflicting opinions and interests. Consensus is achieved when the outcome of discussion leaves everyone feeling they've been given enough of what they want. The processes of proper science could hardly be more different. The accomplished politician is a negotiator, a conciliator, finding agreement where none seem to exist. The accomplished scientist is an original, an extremist, disrupting established patterns of thought. Good science involves perpetual, open debate, which was completely absent during COVID, in which every objection is aired and dissents are sharpened and clarified, not smoothed over. Often, the argument will continue forever and should, because the objective of science is not agreement on a course of action, but the pursuit of truth. Occasionally, that pursuit seems to have been successful and the matter is resolved, not by consensus, but by the exhaustion of opposition. End quote. Ladies and gentlemen, only the truth will set you free. Stay tuned for the next Daily Dose.